guys, Next Gen Gaming here. So, today we're going to have to push back up into Spell Valley after I did a video using the mortar and the Expo, but I completely lost every single match, and now I'm super low in trophies. So I'm just hoping to get some of my trophies back today. And this is the deck I was using. I changed it from the mortar to the Expo during the video. It was a pretty crazy video. Sadly, you guys will never be able to see it. So, let's go into a match. Hopefully we can find somebody. And we've already found a guy that's in Spell Valley. Right at the very start, we're going to drop down Spear Goblins and a Knight. Which, if he hadn't dropped that Giant Skeleton, would have worked pretty well. Now, I'm going to try to fireball them both, which I kind of missed. Now, I don't know if that bomb is close enough to the tower, but it is, so my tower will take a ton of damage. But now we're going to drop down the Hog Rider and Goblins, because if the Goblins get on the tower with the Hog Rider, that'll do some insane damage, and he's not even trying to defend it, and his tower is so dead. And this match only just started, so all we have to do now is defend, and I really want to win, and I did get level 7 archers finally, so those may be a big help. And that may be one reason why I'm able to get towers quicker and defend better against some of the troops he drops, or other people drop, like the baby dragon. Because you can look at that baby dragon's health, and look, those archers practically took out the baby dragon all by themselves. Now I've got a wizard and goblins and a hog rider going on the right side. Now he drops down a tombstone. I get his musketeer down almost completely down. Now I'm gonna have to use a fireball. I don't care if I do hit the giant skeleton, but it would be nice, and I am able to. Now I'm gonna drop down my knight, because knight attacks so quickly. So I've got down his giant skeleton. He's gonna try to rocket my tower down. Now I've got hog rider and archers and goblins going towards his tower. His tower is down to 354. I'm gonna try to fireball that musketeer. Now I've got my hog rider going at his tower. All I think it needs is one hit, and it should be able to take it out. Yes, and it does. Now I'm gonna drop down my knight, archers. He's got his level 3 giant, and I've got my spear goblins, knight, archers, and that giant is so dead. I'm gonna drop down my minions to try to take out all his troops just right there, and I am able to take out his giant skeleton. I've got 4 archers down, got a hog rider. He has an Expo. He just drops the Expo in the back, just way away from his king's tower, knowing that there was no way he could win that match. So I got 2 crowns towards my crown chest, which is pretty good. So let's go into another replay. I mean, into another battle. Oh my gosh. Hog Rider, Goblins, and Spear Goblins. I try to do all live battles for you guys. I always try to do live battles. I never try to just do replays. So, gonna drop down some archers against this baby dragon, and a knight against this hog rider. With those archers and that knight, archers are really OP now. Especially if you can get a ton of them down. Now I've got my archers, minions, and knights. He's gonna drop down a minion horde, which should be taken care of by my minions and my archers, and my archers are going to be able to get off some good hits on his tower. I just wish I had a zap spell or a freeze spell right there. I'd really have liked a zap, but I'm going to drop down my goblins, spear goblins, and my hog rider. I'm hoping for that Hog Rider to at least get a hit off, and yes, it does. Right before it dies, it gets a hit off. Now, I'm going to drop my archers on the left, which should do good work against those barbarians. Barbarians only get off one hit. I'm going to drop down a knight to protect my tower from that musketeer. And my knight and archers are going down the left side, and I'm just hoping that those archers can get off one hit, because that tower should be practically dead if they could get off. They just about got off 2 hits, which would have been absolutely great. Now, I'm waiting for the minion horde, which he didn't drop, but I still was able to take out his tower. But my Hog Rider died at the last second by his skeletons from the tombstone. Now, I've got down my archers trying, and I was hoping that I could take out his baby dragon with the archers, but I wasn't able to. But now my tower is down to 398. I think the best thing I could do now is drop down my Hog Rider and my knight together. I'm waiting for the minion horde. I'm gonna fireball. I should have fireballed earlier, but I still will get off some great hits on his tower. I knew he was gonna take out my left tower, so I wasn't really trying to defend it. Now, I've got archers and a wizard down on the right, destroying his troops. Now, I've got my knight down and some spear goblins. I'm about to try to get my Hog Rider down, because with my Hog Rider down, that'll be a great push. But he uses arrows, which kind of makes that push really worthless. But a wizard and archers, if they just got on that tower, would have been such a great... would have done such a great amount of damage. Now, those spear goblins are going to do him about nothing. But I'm going to drop my own knight, trying to keep... Oh, no! Okay, Hog Rider. If the Hog Rider... No! I'm going to try to fireball his tower and his musketeer. I get his tower and musketeer. I'm going to drop down archers and spear goblins. I'm going to drop down a knight. I'm going to drop down these goblins, trying to get my fireball out to kill his minion hordes. His minion horde and his baby dragon. But he does have his musketeer down, and I think this is probably going to just go into a draw. I don't see it possible to win, but he's got his spear goblins on my tower. He was just about able to take out my tower. I'm going to try to drop down the Hog Rider, even though there's no point. That Hog Rider doesn't have enough time to take out his tower. But he would have won if it came down to how much health you had left on your tower. So, let's go into another match. We're only 1 win away from Spell Valley again. Now, we're facing another level 6. I'm going to drop down my Hog Rider and Goblins. Hog Rider Goblins are really good, but I wasn't expecting him to drop a Wizard for sure. Now, that's a good gain for me. My Fireball. How did that miss the Hog Rider if he dropped it and the Fireball hit it at this... right when he dropped it? So I've got my minions and now spear goblins going towards the right side, which would have done some decent damage if he hadn't dropped his baby dragon. Now, his baby dragon will die pretty quickly, but I am going to drop down my archers and try to get a knight in front so that bomber can't do crazy damage to my archers and my tower. Drop down goblins behind it, and those goblins will do great against taking out his knight and doing good damage to his tower. Now, both of my archers get off 1 hit, and I really need to defend, but I am going to send out a sneaky Hog Rider with spear goblins. And I wish my spear goblins actually would be able to kill those goblins pretty quickly. But his tower is going to go down to 268, which is super good for me. Now, I've got my archers and a knight down. He's got a P.E.K.K.A. in this deck. Now, I've got to try to get this knight or these goblins to start attacking the tower. And yes, I was able to get that tower down before my troops could get distracted on the P.E.K.K.A. Now, this is so worth it. P.E.K.K.A. hit the P.E.K.K.A, kill the bomber, and kill the wizard. Drop down some spear goblins and minions. But his arrows hit my minions. But it's too late. My minions already did so much damage to it. Now I've got my knight, archers, and goblins down. So I'm going to take out this hog rider and goblins of his own, which I easily was able to do. Now I'm going to keep the pressure on him by dropping this pretty big push on the right side. Now if he dropped arrows here, that would probably, yes, take out about all my troops. But with the P.E.K.K.A hitting such troops that don't have as much health, it still seems like it's pretty worth it to me. Now I'm going to drop my fireball. Please hit the hog rider, the bomber, and the P.E.K.K.A, and it does. Now I've got a pretty decent push going, but he's just going to arrow, which will take out most of my troops. But now I've got 4 archers going on the right side with the 1 minion and knight. And his knight will go down quickly to my archers. And fireball, I tried to send out a fireball at the last second. And I don't know if you guys know, but when you drop a troop, if you look at your king's tower, it actually does, like sparkle a little bit, and I'll show you what I mean. Like, okay, so I'm going to drop these spear goblins. Look at my king's tower. It, like, throws off sparks, which is really cool. At least I think that's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool, like, little feature in it. And yes, he didn't drag my hog rider over, so my hog rider will still get off a ton of hits. He's going to have to arrow before I can almost get his tower down. Now, I don't think that Inferno Tower can really hit any of my troops that well. But I'm going to drop down these archers because archers attack pretty fast. Oh, he's going to freeze it, which was one of the things that I was hoping he wouldn't have. Going to try to drop down the knight in front of these goblins and archers. But he's got his musketeer. I'm going to try to fireball the tower and the musketeer, which is worth so much. Now, his tower is down to 279. My hog rider, I was going to check, but now I don't think it'd be a good time to check. That's 212, so it wouldn't insta-kill it. But if one of those goblins gets to it, or minions, it will insta-kill it. Now it'll surely kill it instantly. Now I'm just going to drop spear goblins on the right side. If I was him, I wouldn't try to defend that, because I do look at that waste of arrows, and of course he is going to drop down the Inferno Tower. Now, did he rage quit, or did he just decide, or did he just accidentally, like, back out? I don't know, but I know my fireball will kill his tower, so I'm not even going to go after that right tower. I'm just going to go after his left tower. And I'm going to drop spear goblins on the right tower, because if both towers are dead, that's an easy 3 crown, about quicker than normal. Now, I've got down my hog rider, and it was really over when he left, so 3 crowns super quickly, all close to each other, so 30 more trophies and 3 crowns towards our crown chest. And we're back up to 1,448, and now we're facing another level 7. And I think we're going to drop goblins, spear goblins, and get a hog rider ready. Oh, and he zaps all those. I did not think of him being able to do that. I did not think at all of him having the zap. Now, I'm going to drop down my minions and archers, because I'm hoping those barbarians can't get on my tower. Because if they do, that's game over for me. Because a giant and my archers are targeting the giant. How bad of luck is that? My tower will go down easily to a giant and barbarians. That's so bad for me. I'm already losing. And it took about 30 seconds for him to get that tower. Now, he's going to drop down a knight. Now, I'm think I'm gonna have to drop down. Ah, man, if I had known he was gonna use his zap and waste it. What? Did you just see my wizard? He stopped going after the balloon, and the balloon got it a hit off. Yes, the wizard does kill his baby dragon, but they kill each other, so not really worth it. Got down my goblins, minions, and trying to get these spear goblins down, hoping that he doesn't have his zap ready, but he has arrows and a zap. Wow, this deck seems like it's pretty good, but it seems like it's probably pretty expensive too. But I'm waiting for that balloon or that giant again. Now I'm going to drop down a knight, and I'm going to drop down a wizard, because I was pretty sure he was going to drop barbarians with that. Oh, and look at that musketeer's health. I'm going to have to waste my goblins on that musketeer. I'm going to drop down a hog rider and minions on the right side. Come on, hog rider. Yes, the hog rider got off a hit, but my right tower is already super low. Dropping the fireball, trying to hit the musketeer and the tower. His tower is pretty low, but I really have to get both of his towers to even have a chance of winning this. So, dropping down the knight, I'm going to drop down minions. Now, I've got these spear goblins going towards the right tower, and his tower is down to 131. I've got to fireball it, and I'm pretty sure that's game over. When he dropped the balloon and giant, that meant game over. Because look at it, there's no way to defend against that. Not when he can drop it that close. Got to be kidding me. So, I think that was pretty good. We were able to get pretty high up again, so thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And peace out.